in the face, Wayne6578, and today I have the best passing scheme in Madden 21. This passing scheme has great passing plays with lots of glitchy routes that are very hard to defend. This free Madden 21 ebook can be used in online head-to-head ranked matches and also in Ultimate Team. This scheme has a lot of one-play touchdowns, and you will not have any trouble moving the ball against any defense. We will go over 4 passing plays and 1 red zone pass. These plays can be found in the following playbooks: the Saints, the Chiefs, the Bears, and the Panthers. The formation in the Bears playbook, which we are in right now, is the empty bear. And the 4 passing plays are stick nod, deep in, hitch seams, and double slot cross. The red zone play, I like to run at least 5 yards out from the goal line, is the stick play. Now, for player setups, we'll go over that in each play on how I like to set my players up to give you the best matchups. Let's get into it. First money scheme of the year, Madden 21. Let's go. So the first play is double slot cross. Your reads on the left are going to be R1, X, and square. That's going to be your progressive reads. You want your fastest receiver on the side you're reading. So we're going on the left. We want our fastest receiver on the left and our second fastest receiver on the right. As you see, our first read is R1. And we're going to just pick up yards. That's going to kill man defense every time, guys. And then you also have that X receiver coming out of that backfield. That's a little in route. It's in the middle of user territory, so be careful of that. Now we're going to look at the left side, the one play touchdown. Now, if your progressive reads are covered, if your R1 and your X are covered, especially if it's man defense and you have your fastest receiver on the left, his little funny route that he does is going to torch his man, and you just do a pass lead to the outside, click on, and score a touchdown. When you're going to the right, you want to slant that square receiver, and your reads are going to be triangle, square, and circle. You want to slant the square receiver, your reads are going to be triangle, square, and circle. You want your fastest receiver on the right. Triangle, this is a nice little drag route. It's going to set up for the next play. As you see, triangle, if triangle is covered, you want to go to that square receiver next. Now, they can't guard both of those routes, so if triangle is covered, go to square. And if square is covered, you can go over to that circle receiver, or possibly look for that other side for that square receiver to be open. Now, this is the one play touchdown. The important thing you want to look at on this is that cornerback. If he does not stay with that receiver and comes down to play that running back, you want to pay attention to that and get that across. You also can run with the quarterback. When everything is covered, run with your quarterback, press square to slide, and you also can redirect. On all these plays, you can redirect players if everything is covered. The next play is stick nod, okay? Our reads on the left are going to be R1, triangle, and square. Now, this is a great play because it feeds off of the last play. You think that running back is going to go on a drag route, but he goes on a little zig route. But that first read is going to be that R1 route. That R1 route gets open so much, and then this is that you think it's a drag, it's a zig, you can hit the triangle. So R1 triangle, and then that square route. Now that square route is going to torch man defense. When R1 and triangle are covered, you look for this route. Now I'll show you in the replay. The main thing you're looking at is that safety. You want to make sure he bites down and doesn't back straight up. When he bites down, if R1 and triangle are covered, you're gonna pass lead. Once your receiver gets a few steps, you're gonna have your fastest receiver over here when you're going to the left. Once he gets a few steps, it's just a nice pass lead to the left. I like to do a bullet pass or maybe a slightly bullet, slightly lob, but pass lead to the left. If you pass lead it straight, that safety might recover and pick you off. Now on the right side, we're just gonna read R1 circle and X. We're gonna put our fastest receiver on the right, second fastest receiver on the left. That R1 route is going to get open most of the time. Sometimes you might have to wait for it, but that's right there, we have to wait for it. If that's not open, we're going to hit that tight end and hit that X. And if X is covered, once we see that, we can go to that one play touchdown with our fastest receiver. We'll show you the replay right here. You're waiting to make sure that cornerback does not stay with the receiver. Once he comes down and bites on that tight end, you're gonna pass lead it to the right, or if you have it on the left, pass lead to the left, score a touchdown, guys. The next play is deep in, okay? Our setup is very simple. We're gonna delay fade our running back, and we're gonna delay cross our tight end, okay? And your reads are gonna be that R1 receiver first, and then if he's not open, you can hit square. And then after that, if square is covered, you always can hit that delay crossing route. You might have to release him. But the great thing about that delay fade on that running back, if no one is guarding him, he releases on his own, which is great because not a lot of people are going to expect that if he stands back for a second. Now he's going to stand back for a second, then he's just going to release on that delay fade. All you need to do is make sure you pass lead this to the left very, very hard. So it's a 90-degree pass. You're going straight at 9 o'clock. Okay. And then you also can release that tight end on that delay cross route. Okay. Now the other setup I like to do is I like to just streak that running back and then block that tight end, and I just pass lead it to the right of that crossing deep post route. And you just want to, that running back is going to occupy that safety. That crossing route, make sure you have your fastest guy on that side, and you're just going to pass lead at 3 o'clock very hard and score a touchdown, guys. Very simple. Very, very simple. These plays are really, really nice. If you do the progressive reads, you'll dominate and you won't have any time beating these guys. Now, for the right side, your first thing you're going to do is you're going to slant that receiver, that square receiver, and you're going to drag route that triangle receiver. And then I like to just put the X receiver on a delay fade or just a regular fade route. Your first read is going to be that triangle receiver. Against man, it's going to torch it every time. If he's covered, go to that square receiver. And if all is covered, okay, you can always go to your X, that fade route. Now, hitch seams is the next play, okay? The reads on the right side are going to be circle, R1, and X, okay? You're going to look for this little comeback. If it's not open, you can always hit that running back going up that seam. Against cover 3, it's going to be deadly. You just got to look if you got to go to the left or to the right. How you going to pass lead that? And if that safety is in the middle, backing up in the cover 3, pass lead it to the left. Now you also can hit that tight end, okay? The tight end turns around. Also, if you have to pay attention when you're going to the right, you can hit that square receiver. Now this is a goal line play. I run this 5 yards out from the goal line. Our reads are going to be R1, triangle, and square. Every time we're going to look for R1 to be open. If he's open, we're going to hit him with the low pass. If he's covered, we're going to always go back to our triangle receiver. Same thing, a low pass. And if he's covered, our last read is that square route. You want to make sure you have a good route runner, a very fast receiver in that spot. And that is it, guys. If everything is covered, you can always run with that quarterback or redirect. Thanks for watching.